correspondent Akshai Dongre joins us live from Delhi. Akshay, is the West Asia conflict expanding with the new wave of American strikes on Iran, and Saudi and the Houthis also joining the fray?
Well, absolutely, Shubhendu, as far as the expansion of this conflict is concerned, that is quite visible now, given the fact that, new parties are coming up, and, as far as the alliances are concerned, they are forming up quite rapidly. Given example of the Houthis, who have targeted a Saudi oil infrastructure, and in retaliation, the Saudi military has targeted the Houthi areas as far as the region is concerned. So yes, it is expanding, but not conclusively. We don't see still announcement yet from the countries that they are joining a bloc or the other as far as their military engagements are concerned. So that is one of the major issues that we are seeing as far as a regional escalation is concerned. So while that is there, but also another thing that remains is the countries, the groups and the parties, they're also assessing a sort of calculated retaliations and calculating attacks to also ensure that a way to step back from the conflict always remains. Nobody wants to get involved into a full-blown conflict, but as far as securing assets are concerned, securing their own infrastructure is concerned, countries are in fact getting more and more aligned. One example is Ukraine. That has not been involved majorly in any of the activities that have been taking place as far as this conflict is concerned. But now with Ukraine targeting an Iranian ship, and we all know that Russia has been closely aligned with Iran. Russia is already fighting a war with Ukraine, and now Ukraine targets Iran. That sort of gives an impression of blocs forming up. So yes, it is expanding, and it's quite unfortunate from the time of ceasefire, where we were hoping that the conflict will now be solved by dialogue and diplomacy, once again has taken a route of gun instead of dialogue.
Akshay, thank you for joining us with those updates.